Q4671. During an instrument approach, under what conditions, if any, is the holding pattern course reversal not required? A. When radar vectors are provided. B. When cleared for the approach. C. None, since it is always mandatory. The correct answer is A. When air traffic control, ATC, provides radar vectors to the aircraft during the instrument approach, the pilot does not need to perform the standard holding pattern course reversal. Instead, they will be guided by ATC to maintain a specific track or heading until cleared for the approach. 4714. Which procedure should be followed by a pilot who is circling to land in a Category B airplane, but is maintaining a speed 5 knots faster than the maximum specified for that category? A. Use the approach minimums appropriate for Category C. B. Use Category B minimums. C. Use Category D minimums since they apply to all circling approaches. The correct answer is A. If maneuvering beyond the top of each category's speed range is essential, the minimum for the following higher approach category should be applied. 4717. Aircraft approach categories are based on A. Certificated approach speed at maximum gross weight. B. 1.3 times the stall speed in landing configuration at maximum gross landing weight. C. 1.3 times the stall speed at maximum gross weight. The correct answer is B. Aircraft approach categories are based on 1.3 times the stall speed in the landing configuration at the aircraft's maximum gross landing weight. These categories, designated as A, B, C, D, and E, are used to establish different approach speeds and minimums for instrument approaches. The higher the approach category, the faster the approach speed, and the higher the minimums for visibility and cloud clearance. So, the approach category is determined by calculating 1.3 times the stall speed in the landing configuration at the maximum gross landing weight of the aircraft. 4717-1. The instrument approach criteria for a Category A aircraft is based on a maximum airspeed of A. 100 knots, B. 90 knots, C. 80 knots. The correct answer is B. The instrument approach criteria for a Category A aircraft is based on a maximum airspeed of 90 knots. Approach categories are determined by the aircraft's approach speed, and Category A represents the slowest approach speeds. Aircraft in Category A typically have approach speeds equal to or less than 90 knots. This determines the minimums and criteria for instrument approaches for Category A aircraft. 4749. When may a pilot make a straight-in landing, if using an IAP having only circling minimums? A. A straight-in landing may not be made, but the pilot may continue to the runway at MDA and then circle to land on the runway. B. The pilot may land straight in if the runway is the active runway and he has been cleared to land. C. A straight-in landing may be made if the pilot has the runway in sight in sufficient time to make a normal approach for landing and has been cleared to land. The correct answer is C. If an instrument approach procedure, IAP, has only circling minimums published, it means that it is not specifically designed for a straight-in landing. However, if the pilot has the runway in sight and can make a normal approach for landing, they may request and receive clearance for a straight-in landing. This typically occurs when the pilot is on a visual approach and has the necessary visual references to safely continue directly to the runway instead of circling. It is important to note that the decision to allow a straight-in landing rests with the air traffic control and depends on factors such as traffic, weather conditions, and airport operations.